Oh no, not another dinner party. We've all been there. The moment you receive that invitation, your mind starts racing. You can already feel the pressure building up. What should you wear? How should you act? What if you make a fool of yourself in front of everyone? You get invited to a fancy restaurant. You start sweating. What do you wear? You stand in front of your closet, staring at the endless options, yet nothing seems right. You imagine yourself walking into the restaurant, all eyes on you, judging your outfit. And then there's the table setting. What fork do you use? You see a bewildering array of utensils laid out before you. Is it the small fork, the big fork, or the one that looks like a mini pitchfork? The confusion is real. What if you spill your drink and everyone stares? The fear of making a mistake looms large. You imagine the horror of knocking over your glass, the liquid spreading across the table, and the shocked faces of your fellow diners. But wait, it doesn't have to be this way. Relax. Dining out shouldn't be scary, it should be fun. Think about the joy of sharing a meal with friends, the laughter, the stories, the delicious food. It's an experience to be savored, not feared. Think of it as an adventure, like exploring a jungle, but with less swinging from vines and more delicious food. Each dish is a new discovery, each course a new path to explore. Embrace the excitement and the unknown. We're here to guide you through this wild jungle of dining etiquette. Just like a seasoned explorer, we'll provide you with the tools and knowledge you need to navigate any dining situation. With these, we'll equip you with the knowledge and confidence to conquer any dining experience. From understanding the different utensils to mastering the art of conversation, we've got you covered. So buckle up, grab a napkin or two, and get ready to laugh your way to a delightful dining experience. With a little preparation and the right mindset, you'll be the star of any dinner party. Let's turn those fears into fun and make every meal an adventure worth remembering. To reserve or not to reserve, that is the question. Reservations, are they necessary? Well, imagine this. You walk into your favorite restaurant, starving and ready to eat. But guess what? It's packed. And the wait is 2 hours. Suddenly, that salad doesn't sound so appetizing anymore, does it? That's where reservations come in, saving the day and your stomach. Especially if it's a popular spot or a special occasion, a quick call or online booking can save you from hanger pangs and disappointment. Plus, it makes you look super organized and important. Dress to impress. It's a phrase we've all heard, but what does it really mean? Well, it can mean different things in different contexts, or at least to avoid staring. You see, the way you dress can significantly impact how others perceive you, especially in social settings like restaurants. Now let's talk about the dress code, because yes, restaurants have dress codes. These guidelines are there to ensure a certain atmosphere and experience for all patrons. But don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Think of it as a way to enhance your dining experience. The key is to match your attire to the restaurant's vibe. This means understanding the type of establishment you're visiting. Going to a swanky Michelin-star place? These high-end restaurants often have a more formal dress code. Maybe skip the sweatpants and flip-flops. Instead, think about wearing something more polished. Opt for something a little fancier. A nice dress or a suit can go a long way in making you feel part of the elegant atmosphere. But if you're just grabbing pizza with friends, relax. Casual eateries are more forgiving. Jeans and a t-shirt are perfectly acceptable. The goal is to feel comfortable and fit in with the setting. Remember, it's all about being comfortable and appropriate. You want to enjoy your meal without feeling out of place. You wouldn't wear a ball gown to a barbecue, would you? That would be overkill and make you feel awkward. Unless, of course, that's your thing. In which case, own it. Confidence is key. Then, by all means, rock that gown. The most important thing is to be yourself and feel good in what you're wearing. So, next time you're heading out, take a moment to consider where you're going and what the dress code might be. Dressing appropriately can enhance your experience and make you feel more at ease. After all, when you feel good in your outfit, it shows. And that confidence can make your dining experience even more enjoyable. So, dress to impress, or at least to avoid staring, and enjoy your meal with confidence and style. You're in, now what? Congratulations, you made it, you're in the restaurant, now what? First things first, greet the host or hostess. They're like the captain of the ship, guiding you to your dining destination. A simple hello or good evening will do, and if you have a reservation, now's the time to mention it. Once you're seated, take a moment to get settled. Unfold your napkin, admire the ambiance, and maybe even give your phone a break. Gasp. Remember, you're here to enjoy the experience, not document it for Instagram, although a quick picture of the food never hurt anyone. Ah, the menu, a magical scroll filled with culinary delights. But let's be honest, sometimes it can feel like reading a foreign language. Appetizers, entrees, amuse-bouche, what does it all mean? Don't panic, we're here to help you navigate this delicious maze. Start by scanning the menu to get a feel for what's on offer. Don't be afraid to ask your server for recommendations. They're like the menu whisperers, they know all the secrets. And if you have any dietary restrictions, now's the time to mention those too. Section 6. Hold the gluten, please. Dietary do's and don'ts. Speaking of dietary restrictions, we've all got them. Maybe you're gluten-free, lactose intolerant, or allergic to nuts. Whatever your needs, don't be shy about letting your server know. They're there to help you navigate the menu and ensure you have a safe and delicious meal. The best approach is to be upfront and polite. When ordering, simply say something like, "I'm allergic to shellfish. Could you tell me which dishes are shellfish-free?" Easy peasy. Remember, this is about your health and enjoyment, so don't be afraid to speak up. Section 7. Forks over knives, a tabletop saga. Now let's talk silverware. Those shiny tools laid out beside your plate can be intimidating. Is that a salad fork or a dessert fork? And which way do you pass the bread again? Don't worry, we've all been there. Here's a simple rule to remember. Start from the outside in, that's right. The utensils farthest from your plate are for the first course. As you move through the meal, work your way inwards, and if you're ever unsure, just take a peek at what your dining companions are doing. When in doubt, follow the leader. Section 8. The art of conversation. No, really, it's an art. Dining out isn't just about the food, it's about the company too. Sharing a meal with friends or family can turn an ordinary evening into a memorable experience. The laughter, the stories, and the shared moments create a tapestry of memories that last a lifetime. Engaging in conversation can enhance the dining experience. It's not just about filling the silence, it's about connecting with those around you. A good conversation can make the food taste better, the ambience feel warmer, and the time spent more enjoyable. But remember, there's a fine line between lively banter and shouting across the table. While enthusiasm is great, it's important to be considerate of others. Shouting can disrupt not only your table, but also the entire restaurant. The key is to find a balance between talking and listening. A good conversation is like a dance, where both partners take turns leading and following. Listening shows respect and interest in what the other person has to say, making the conversation more meaningful. Be mindful of your volume, especially in a crowded restaurant. Speaking too loudly can be intrusive, while speaking too softly can make it hard for others to hear you. Finding the right volume ensures that everyone can enjoy the conversation without straining their ears or feeling overwhelmed. No one wants to hear your life story broadcasted to the entire room. Keep personal stories and sensitive topics for more private settings. This not only shows respect for your dining companions, but also for the other patrons in the restaurant. And speaking of phones, try to keep them off the table. In today's digital age, it's easy to get distracted by notifications and messages. Putting your phone away shows that you value the company of those you're with and are fully present in the moment. Unless, of course, you're showing your dining companions adorable pictures of your pet hamster. Sharing a cute photo can be a delightful way to bond and bring a smile to everyone's face. Then, by all means, bring on the cuteness. After all, a little bit of joy and laughter can make any meal more enjoyable. So, the next time you dine out, remember that the art of conversation is just as important as the food on your plate. Section 9. To split or not to split. That is the check. The meal is over, the plates are cleared, and the dreaded check arrives. Now what? First, take a deep breath. It's not as scary as it seems. If you're splitting the bill, decide on a method beforehand. Are you dividing it evenly or calculating individual costs? Once you've figured out the logistics, it's time to address the tip. A standard tip is usually around 15 to 20% of the bill, but you can adjust based on the service. And there you have it. You've successfully navigated the wild world of dining out.